Yo, YouTube, my legion, my family. What's the word, man? Yo, I got good news, man. Everything's lining up. All right, let's start there. Everything is lining up. We're going to start from the top, work our way down. Okay, everything went according to plan. Like there was no setbacks. There was no setbacks, and I'm proud of all the world leaders coming together and finally working together. I'm glad that let's just get into it because it's a lot of stuff that we gotta cover. There's a lot of stuff to cover. We're gonna start over here on the a matter of fact, not we got to start at the basics. Let's start at the basics. We gotta start at the markets. Even though we had a an amazing week so far, and starting off with an amazing weekend, we have to start at the stocks because the stocks doing good. That means crypto doing good, and we also could get probably some intel on to see how the elites are planning to move. So we got Nvidia up 6%, going crazy. Microsoft holding strong. MicroStrategy up 5%. Bitcoin up 1%. We got Tesla up 5%. VanEck up 3%. BlackRock up 2%. So I'm seeing a lot of green. Let's go take a look at gold real quick. Gold just had a spike at the end of the day on the daily chart. On the weekly, it's holding its levels, but it ain't really it's not really like waning. It's still holding its strength. On the monthly, climbing gradually. I still don't see much commitment into anything right now. I just feel like anyone that's really, hedging themselves that hard in gold right now, going on the way, going up, I feel like, it's either they're hedging themselves right now or they're just afraid right now. But after the news I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like the elites have nothing to be afraid. Nothing to be afraid of. You feel me? I hope everyone's having a good evening. We got the euro, the yen. What is this? Nah, that's not. So we got the Japanese yen. It's decreasing. It's decreasing. So I guess they're getting rid of the Japanese yen to go into something else, whether it be the stock market or Bitcoin. That's good. We got the euro going down a little bit, but we do see the markets pumping, so we clearly see where the money's coming from. You know what I mean? They're leaving their safe havens. That is good. That is good, you guys. We even got the ruby going down. They're buying, they must be buying assets. All right, so it's pretty much looking good right now. There's probably something I'm missing though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's probably something I'm missing. See, we got China's chart still busting out the bando, doing well. Actually had a drop today. Okay, had a drop today. I guess everyone's getting into the markets. Like we seen the markets explode. We're seeing safe havens, take a dip today. So yeah, like they're clearly getting exposure to whatever they're buying, whether it be the US bonds, um, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be in any other assets, maybe a stock. It's looking good, and we have a lot of good news that we had today. A lot of good news, but still, their safe haven is holding up strong. That's good for China. Like now, I mean, we're seeing some strength and we're seeing some diversity. That's what we want, y'all. This is what we want. World peace. Everything's going swell. So Peter Dorsey breaks down Trump's 1 trillion investment pledge with Saudi Arabia. So we gonna pull that up real quick. Okay, I don't know what just happened to the sound. Well, my sound is not working right now, you guys.
Prince Mohammed bin Salman to invest in everything. All right, thank you very much, you guys. Good afternoon. I'm Martha McCallum, and this is the story breaking right now. President Trump's extraordinary trip to Saudi Arabia. He is at a state dinner right now. You can bet that it is very elaborate based on what we saw in terms of his welcome as he begins his 4-day swing through the Middle East. The goal on this stop, $1 trillion of investment in the U.S.
Let's go.
By the Saudis. So far, they have locked in $600 billion in terms of the commitment from Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to invest in everything from defense to infrastructure for AI, a really big part of this trip as well. MBS has suggested that they will get to that $1 trillion mark in investment in time. President Trump.
So they already dropped a nice ticket. They not quite at the $1 trillion benchmark yet, but they already dropped a nice ticket. You feel me? This is good faith. Also, this is good for the states because we put too much reliance on China. You feel me? Like just like us diversifying our portfolios, the US need to diversify their trading partners. That way we're more secure if something was bad to happen. Because we all know what happened, when things get thick, China don't play that well. You feel me? China don't play doesn't play that nice, and they're going to take advantage if they can. You feel me? But I trust Saudi Arabia, real rap. I trust the royalty. You feel me? I am so happy right now. Y'all should be too. Like this is a moment in history. Like y'all don't even see the bigger picture, but we gonna paint it. I'm gonna paint it for you though. I'm gonna paint it for you because we gonna hit this lick, and like everything is just lining up. Like at this point, we can't lose. Buy the red to get ahead, y'all. That's the best thing I could tell you. Um, so we got a post from Cryptos R Us. The U.S. and China have agreed to lower tariffs for the next 90 days. So we got another 90-day pause. So if we see some volatility, take advantage because I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like something good is going to happen because look, U.S. cut tariffs on China's goods from 145% to 30%. So now they ain't got to pay 145%. They only paying 30. And China reduces on U.S. imports from 125% to 10%. They still have to pay more in tariffs than us. China finally bent the knee. That's good. Let's get this money. Like this is petty. Like we all should be getting along. You feel me? We could do this, y'all. Just stay strong. Um, so I guess the U.S. and China have agreed to lower tariffs for the next 90 days. So maybe the next stop is zero tariffs for China. Maybe China goes to zero tariffs and we go to 10%. Who knows? Maybe it's just zero for China. But either way, I'm pretty sure the deal is going to be good within the next 90 days. We all see the way the world is working right now. We all see the way the world is moving. Let's just move with the world and just be grateful that, people are actually, realizing that, what I mean, our grandkids got to live here, man. We got to get along, man. We need to get over this. You feel me? We all need to share the power. Treasury, shout out Cryptos R Us. Treasury Secretary Basant says we don't want um says we want decoupling with China from strategic necessities. This is what I'm talking about. Gotta throw it in there again. Remember COVID. China gave us hell. China's keep on giving us hell. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Look how much we had to do. Look how much turmoil we had to go through just because China did not want to play ball. This is why I'm glad that we're setting up better trade routes with Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, India. Think like we need this in our lives. Like if we don't, we're going to like China's is going to do us in because they clearly don't like us. They just want to take advantage of us. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cryptos R Us again. Metaplanet acquires 1,241 Bitcoin worth 126 million, bringing their total holdings to 6,796 Bitcoin. That's huge for Metaplanet. But you want to know something? What I see, that really looks like Mars, though. I'm just saying. I'm just going to keep it a bean. It really looks like Mars. So shout out to Metaplanet, but I'm pretty sure they got a decent bag of Elon. Y'all better lock in and read in between the lines. It's getting spooky, y'all. Hope you locked in. I feel bad for anyone that's not locked in right now. You're gonna be locked in the old system forever. uh so yeah, Trump signs a strategic economic partnership with Saudi Arabia. He's locking in with royalty in the Middle East. This is good. This is very good. So we're locked in with Canada. We ain't got no smoke with Canada. We ain't got no smoke with Mexico. We're good with the UK. Boom. Now, and we're good with Russia. Boom. That's branching out some more. And we're good with Saudi Arabia and India. We win. We're cool. We know where we vacationing at. We're vacationing in Russia. We vacation in Saudi Arabia. We vacation in India. We vacation in Canada. We vacation in the UK. It's real simple. We got this. We just gotta hold it down, y'all. We just gotta hold it down. Shout out to Crypto Rover. ETH staking. Yeah. ETH staking. ETH staking. ETH loading. ETH staking. ETH loading. This is definitely not priced in yet. Look, you guys. You got BlackRock right there. Still 10 toes trying to get that ETH staking with the SEC. I'm pretty sure Grayscale wants some ETH staking. I'm pretty sure most of these powerful entities that control our fabric of life want ETH staking. That's the next step. We got a new chairman. We ain't got Gensler in there no more. We got someone new, and he's pro crypto. But like now, I mean, we got a lot of chaos still brewing. But we had a big win this week, you guys. A big win for crypto. A big win for humanity. A big win for the future. A big win for the grandkids. A big win for the bloodline. You hear me? Senator Loomis is urging the U.S. to eliminate tax on Bitcoin and crypto companies. You guys, this is going to help. What happens when we don't have to pay taxes no more? We're going to be able to flood the market with more money. We're going to be buying more stuff. You feel me? I'm pretty sure Saudi Arabia got Bitcoin and crypto. I'm pretty sure the UK got crypto. I'm pretty sure Canada got crypto. I'm pretty sure Germany got crypto. I'm pretty sure Russia got crypto. We all gonna have crypto making money, living life. This is your chance to leave the old system for guys on the lower level, on the lower end of the totem pole. If you really want to stay down there, that's on you. But I'm not staying down here. You feel me? I'm tired of working every day, making pennies on a dollar, not being able to take none home. You know what I mean? Be able to go get that Chanel bag for someone special. You feel me? Can't do nothing over here. Just work, sleep, home. Work, sleep, home. Maybe you might be able to do something on your birthday if you save for it. And don't say, oh yeah, your 401k is going to save you. Man, listen, in 15 to 20 years, your 401k won't mean shit. In 15 years, your 401, your pension won't mean shit because it's all in the U.S. dollar. And the U.S. dollar is collapsing. But there's hope with Bitcoin and the Bitcoin reserve. You feel me? There is hope because only those on the top end of the old era is going to continue to run the old era. The old era ain't going nowhere. It's just people going. It's just the people on the lower end is going to be trapped. This is your chance to get out. That's the best thing I could tell you. Join us. Saudi Arabia to work boosting U.S. investments to a strategic $1 trillion. Listen, you guys. The trade is going to be, yo, I want the trade to be with Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, India, the Middle East. That's where the money need to be going. Because those are people that you could trust. They show honesty, honor, integrity. China's been really conniving and sneaky, real rat. And China wants to what? Take over AI and they want to take over robotics. Like they're just trying to compete with the US. It's not about let's work together to get to a greater cause. They like, no, we just want to be better than the US. Saudi Arabia wants to grow with the US. They want one hand to wash the other. Not just a take. It's a give and take type of situation. And Saudi Arabia deserves everything that's going to come to them. Everything that's going to come to their country with prosperity and love. But for real, one of my biggest dreams is about to come true, you guys. I've been so y'all know I want to travel. And I've been watching this John for a long time, okay? Let me get my thing. Let me listen. It's called The Line, okay? This is The Line City. This is a 3-minute video. Bear with me. We're going to get into the TA and all that, you know what I mean? But this right here is The Line. And it's going to be a city built in a line. And this officially makes it reality. I always wondered how this shit was going to happen because we always sending all the fucking money to China. And China don't want to help us. They just want to compete and take our money. They want to rip off our ideas and make a cheaper version. No growth. Stagnant. But anyway, let's cut on the dream because just imagine, yo. Before I play this video, just imagine taking that, taking it, taking your little honey dip, your little demon here on a vacation. Man, listen, or like your wife, whatever, maybe you want to go by yourself. I want to go. I want the experience because it's going to be beautiful, you guys. It's going to be beautiful.
Countless governments and companies have taken a stab at building a city of the future. There's Songdo in South Korea, the Alphabet-funded Quayside project in Toronto, which was abandoned in May of last year, and both Singapore and Barcelona have tried to modernize with smart sensors. In January of 2021, Saudi Arabia announced plans for its own futuristic city called The Line. Instead of communities sprawling outward from a central location, they would be built vertically and arranged, well, in a line, hence the name. Even though the vision for the city stretches 170 kilometers, it would do away with cars entirely and instead be connected by high-speed rail that would travel the entire length in just 20 minutes. And each individual community would be largely self-contained so that almost anything you could need, be it a school, a doctor, or a quick meal, would be only a 5-minute walk away. The government says the line will run on 100% clean energy and make extensive use of sensors and AI to manage the city's services. And all of this is supposed to be nestled in the pristine natural landscape of the Tabuk.
Look how pretty that is, yo. Imagine looking out the window and seeing that. I'm just saying.
With minimal
I'm just
impact
saying.
on the environment. Now the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has revealed grandiose renders of what the city will look like to match the grandiose plans. The line is envisioned as a giant glass and mirrored wall, 170 kilometers long, 200 meters wide, and 500 meters tall. That's taller than the Empire State Building. It would have greenery stretching along the top, an open air ventilation system to help maintain an ideal climate year round, and it would house up to 9 million people. Now, the line is just one part of Saudi Arabia's controversial $500 billion NEO megacity project. For one, the so-called virgin land that the government is building NEOM on is, unsurprisingly, not all that virgin. It is the ancestral and current home of many people, including members of the Hawatat tribe, who are being forced from their homes for what many see as a vanity project that won't amount to much in reality. Those who have dared to speak out against the government's plans or refuse to give up their homes have been harassed and abducted by Saudi security forces, arrested.
Man, listen. If you're in the way of evolution, you get ran over. Remember the rule, you guys. If you can't evolve, you what? What happens to an animal when it doesn't evolve? Exactly. That's what happens. Why give them money? Build a city that's going to attract tourists from all over the world. The new Silk Road at the line. This is like, nah, I mean, maybe I'm taking a stretch, but at least there's a world leader that actually believes in us as much as we believe in them, and that's not in competition with everything. It's just a competition with everything. Nah, I'm 10 toes to Saudi Arabia. Real rap. I just wanted to show y'all that the 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 chance for prosperity and growth, but someone always got to be in the way. But we gonna hit this lick. You hear me? We gonna be happy. We just got to get to the orange zone, baby. We need to get to the orange and back to the blue. This is gonna be a good 4 years, you guys. This is gonna be a very good 4 years, man. After this, if JD Vance don't get elected, y'all all deserve what's coming to you. That's all I got to say. If JD Vance don't get elected next term, y'all all deserve what's coming to you. Real rat. That's all right. We gonna be rich. I'm out. I'm going to Saudi Arabia. Y'all can have it. Thailand plans to offer an investment grade crypto token for the public. So Thailand is also trying to empower their people before Bitcoin goes completely parabolic. The new age is here, you guys. They're going to put their people on Bitcoin. And Thailand are a smart, strong people. They're going to make the right decision. And I'm glad their leaders are not going to get locked in the old system, and they're going to take their people with them. Exactly what Donald Trump is doing for us, taking his people with him. But some people just don't want to get on the boat. But it is what it is. Shout out to Crypto Rover.
Shout out to Crypto Rover. So this is the Bitcoin dominance. You see this in 2021. Once the Bitcoin dominance drops, you guys, that's when we get our altcoin season, because that Bitcoin dominance flows into the ETH. flows into alts, flows into Solana, flows into all altcoins. All right. So now we just got back to this red line. Granted, we're not going to drop yet. We got to break through this red barrier with force. Once we get over this red barrier, we will collapse. Once that Bitcoin dominance collapse, you already know that Ethereum's going to have its last push, Dogelon Mars last push, you know, you name it, you know what I mean? But one thing I will say is that we just got here. So we probably do got another leg up. Like you see this over here, back here. Let me zoom it in for you guys. Pull it over to the side. So look, so it got here, it got into the red zone and had a nice move. Look where it was. That's probably where we was at. Had a nice little move, decent pullback. Now let's look at ours. Yeah, this is our first approach. This is our first approach for real, for real. So it's about to go. We're about to have another. We're going to have another push up, y'all. Is this going to be the last one? I don't know, but I feel like this next push up is going to be decent, and we should all take a little something off the table. But once it jump, go crazy, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the alts will have their run. So 10 toes, know what I mean? Keep that pressure on, and we going to take this drone one day at a time, you guys. But it's looking good. It's looking really, really good. We got up to that red barrier. Once that dominance come down, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. But shout out to Sui. I feel like this is cool. So it's called Sui Agents. So pretty much it looks like you get a cool like NFT type of situation, but you also get an agent like an AI that you get to ask questions. So let me see. Home, total agents, market cap. So they got different names. You can get a dude or a girl. They all pretty. They look pretty fly. I ain't gonna hold you. I like this one right here. I like this one right there. Alright, so let me blow it up a little bit. I can't even zoom in. I can't even zoom in how I really want to. But it looks like, but what I really wanted to show you was, like, you see that, like, DeFi chat Jarvis. So you get to actually ask a couple questions. If you go look at this joint and you zoom in, like, it asks them, like, what should I add to my portfolio? And it gave, like, some decent answers. But what if it depends on how you word the question? And what if you already have a decent, knowledge of the space and you ask the right questions? Could probably really help you. You know what I mean? Probably like an AI, we already going to have the AI trading glitch. Probably, maybe this could, boost something, probably push you more down a certain direction. You know what I mean? Like, I got a notebook. Like, I hope y'all got your notebook. Like, you could probably, it really depends on what type of question you ask personally. Hopefully they're not all generic. You know what I mean? But I feel like this is going to actually have some good use case, some real use case, because, not everyone has knowledge on the crypto space. Maybe, sometimes they do just want to ask an AI a question and, get an answer. So I feel like that's a win-win for Sui. You know what I mean? We're definitely going to have a major AI play for Sui. And it's just not, they're just not slapping the label AI and saying, yeah, it's AI. It's actually, it looks pretty fresh to me. I ain't going to hold you. And let's not forget, Forbes has their now let's, man, listen, man. If you know who Forbes, if you know. I don't need it. Do your research on Forbes, all right? And another thing is, They could have, you know what? Forbes could have used Bitcoin in this picture. Forbes could have used Ethereum. Forbes could have used the top performing altcoin, Solana. They could have used anything. They could, like, they put Dogelon Mars on a Forbes article. What type of people do you think look at Forbes? I don't look at Forbes. But I got business even looking. man, man, listen. Look, man, some people live in the light, some people live in the dark. But for the first time in my life, I am so happy to be I am so excited to have our favorite token posted in the limelight, yo. That's the limelight. You don't get you can't buy better publicity than that. Because yo, that's our that's our cryptocurrency up there on Forbes. So again, a win-win situation. Everything's lining up. Let me keep going though. These just the slides, okay? We didn't even get to no TA yet. I ain't even gonna hold you. So I ain't gonna play this whole video. But Elon makes huge announcements in Saudi Arabia. He's pretty much talking technology to royalty in Saudi Arabia, you guys. I watched the video. Look, y'all remember the city I just showed you. So Elon he has a boring company. Like pretty much he makes tunnels. You feel me? It's actually called a boring company. That's going to help with transportation and everything else in infrastructure when it comes to the city. You already know Saudi Arabia is going to use that technology to get their city up and running faster. Because it's nice to have probably not directly under the city, but, a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, depending on the geographic location, depending on what you got to fight through or depending on what you got to go through, whatever. But anyway, that's going to be good. Two, he's going to give them AI robot cars. When I say robot cars, it's imagine taxis with no drivers. That's going to be good. And that's, healthy. You ain't got to deal with your driver farting or something or coughing or having, what I mean, you're just trying to get from point A to point B. It's going to happen. 3, gave them aviation Starlink. That is all good. Going to give them Wi-Fi while flying. You already know people on the ground going to have it. Everything to help build infrastructure, make life easier in cities in Saudi Arabia. We're not even talking about the new cities. And I feel like all this is going to happen. All this is going to help. And I feel like if anyone is buying U.S. debt right now, it will be Saudi Arabia. What if everyone's playing good and we got Saudi Arabia and China buying U.S. debt? Why not? Because maybe people are starting to finally see that the U.S. is finally getting their act together and they're going to do this thing and Bitcoin is going to lead the way. There's going to be a couple hiccups along the way. That's, what I mean? That happens, but I feel like that's going to be good. Donald Trump speaks at U.S. Saudi investment forum. So, for one, he was super respectful and they loved him. That's for one. Speaking to royalty. Word for word. Speaking to royalty, right? Also, he promised that, what's their name? What is their name? Persia, right? I'm sorry. They called, their name is Iran now. Iran won't have nuclear weapons because they're doing too much. They're doing way too much. And Saudi Arabia is showing restraint. You feel me? They just trying to build and get stuff right. You feel me? Like, it's crazy out there, man. It's crazy. But he was super peaceful, and he was bullish on the markets, but he was really bullish on peace, and that's the biggest thing. You feel me? As a king of this realm, that's good. Building up trade, that way we all can eat, not just giving away billions funding a war that doesn't need to be taking place. We got HTX saying which cryptos are refilled and ready. Man, look at that. Man. And that's bullish, man. Look like an eagle holding ETH to me. That's bullish. That's bullish. And that look like Mars. I know that much. We got Mudang, Shill Guy. They've been on the charts going all crazy. Is that Turbo over there? I think so. Oh, I wish Elon was on that John. But yeah, we going to Mars, y'all. We got more Mars talk, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. We got Elon Mars, Dogelon Mars up, 15% on the day. Like, I seen that joint. I was at work. Let's go take a look at the Bitcoin M2 money chart. All right, so so what I'm seeing right now is that the M2 money supply just plateaued. It's just started to plateau, so I guess we're going to start gaining ground and starting to catch up. So I guess we're really going to start climbing up, you guys. It's looking really good, you guys. We're going to start catching up. We're about to go look at the compass real quick. See what the Ethereum side is looking like. All right, we just had a nice little divot, nice little jump up. We still cheap though. We ain't in the yellow region yet. But the crazy thing is, Ethereum is at what? 2,500, 2,600. I think I seen a $2,700 and it's green. How much is a yellow Ethereum right now? That's my question. Hold up. You guys, once Ethereum gets back into the yellow region, we will be over $3,000. The highest yellow is 4,500. You guys, this is what I was talking about. The further we trade around, the higher our bull run. Not even through the yellow, all the way through the yellow, like at the top of the yellow, you guys, is $4,500, and that's if it was today. The longer we trade around, I hope you're locked in. Now let's go look. Man, listen, man. We gonna be all right. Stay locked in and buy those red days. Buy those red days, you guys. All right, we're going to the other half of the compass, y'all. Know what I mean, y'all know this is protocol. All right. So we're sticking to the basics. We got blue line, red zone got rich, blue line, red zone got rich, blue line, red zone got rich. Now we're at blue line, yellow zone. Yellow zone. So Bitcoin just got out the green zone. Bitcoin's is at a low level. Let me see the highest. So the lowest. So the lowest yellow zone we gonna have is a $65,000 Bitcoin. That's the lowest. That's the lowest our yellow zone is gonna be from here on out. But the highest, just the yellow zone, you guys, is 126,000. And that is if it was today, you guys. Today. 126,000. I think $400,000 Bitcoin is possible now. We might hit that 200,000 now. We keep trading around like this, you guys. Oh man, it's gonna be I can't wait. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. I'm about to have I'm trying to go to the line. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to go to the line. Like I've been watching that for years. Like they got the foundation done and everything. That would be Now that would be manifested. Now that would be some manifesting. Like, yo, this is a great time to be alive, you guys. I hope y'all here. Hope y'all here. Now let's go over to these markets. You feel me? Let's go over to the markets, y'all. Let's see what's going on, y'all. So we're at a 74 greed. Trending coins. We got ETH, Baby Doge, Neuro ETH. I can't even pronounce that. I don't even know what it Mudarak. I don't even know. And ETH-Fi. Alright, okay. Trump coin trending for months on DexScan. Always trending. You feel me? Trump coin going melt faces. Just watch. Just watch. The world love him now. Why would y'all not be invested in Trump coin? And he's literally locked in with nations from all across the world, and all the celebrities love him. I mean, if following the money wasn't like, oh man. What Blade say? Stupid motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. And he wasn't lying. So we got Bitcoin at 103,000, y'all. Sitting pretty. We got ETH at 2,600. Sitting pretty. A strong 2,600 at that. And we got Bitcoin at a strong 103,000. All right, per token. Let's go look at Elon real quick. Man, going crazy. On the day, up 17% up 18% on the day. That's crazy. On the week, up 40%. On the month, up 35%. And this is only the beginning, y'all. Don't y'all want to be part of something great? Be like, this is like, we're all going to be a part of history. Like we're all a part of history right now. Like, don't y'all feel good about that? I mean, I would. We're going to make our ancestors so proud because we never folded, yo. We never folded. We did what we had to do. So we're sitting at 6017, y'all. We're going to have a pullback most likely, but we're going to go find some support and go find new resistance. This is a nice little, we got some data in there. All right. So this is all going to be micro right now, you guys, because I'm clearly on the weekly charts. So this is going to be micro because we need to figure out how long until we could get micro bullish. And for us to get micro bullish, going to pull up the fib real quick. For us to get micro bullish, we need to get to the price tag of, if it allow me to drop it, right? 6023. So let's just say we need to get to 6024. We need to get to 6024 and hold with strength. So let's just call that like a 6026, 6025. We need to get up there. We got rejected today at what? No clue. We got rejected today at 6018. So that makes me want to go look at ETH's stock RSI and regular RSI to see if it's still underwater and bullish. If it is, you guys, if it is, we might have a slight retracement. We might come back down. Wait, well, hold up. That's kind of 6016, like a 6016, 6017. No, 6016. Break through that 6018 and probably get rejected somewhere in this trading block. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I know everything, especially if I ain't get my training up. But I know for a fact that we're in this trading block right now. If I could do it, if I could lay it right. Yeah, see that? Like, that's what we're in right now. So that's why y'all know I'm not crazy. So, we're currently in this trading block right now. Now, we already know it, so I could take down this Fibonacci retracement. So, boom. Because we know we need to get over this top yellow line. But right now, we're in this trading block. And our wall of resistance is in between 6018, 6017. Again, we keep on getting stuck here. Our goal as ETH climbs is to at least get into this new trading block between 6018 and 6023. Like, just keep on getting, like, that's what we keep on doing, keep on getting rejected on resistance. But we know what our resistance is currently. Like, we could probably keep on doing stuff like this, you guys, until we actually blast out this trading block and probably get stuck in this one. Get stuck in that one. And then start trading around up here. But either way, eventually, once we get over like through this, like once we get through this little, it's like the resistance is not really there because we're getting more and more popular by the day. We got that working for us. And also we got Elon in Saudi Arabia and Trump in Saudi Arabia. We in there, you guys. We're in there. We just buy the red while you can. Just trust me on this one. Now it's like I'm sure on this one. I don't really care. Like, yo, it's like we got this in the bag, yo. We got this in the bag. ETH ain't really recovered yet. Now we're going to go look at ETH because we know what our local high is. It's way up here. This is our local high. And we're definitely getting through that. If this was before we got that local high, always remember what it felt when we was crying and pleading for that. Let me take off everything. Let me take off the resistance now. Let me take off the support. Let me take off everything. The only thing I'm going to leave is the trading blocks. That's all I'm going to leave is the trading blocks. The trading block principle. You feel me? We was crying and pleading to get through there. Remember that we was in the same trading blocks way back here. Slayers will slay. Remember that. Trading blocks are for slayers. That's why I try to tell y'all to go up the mountain. Once this all said and done, to really get your game up. I'm going up the mountain. Keep it a bean. Shit, man. 26 in the chat. What's the word, y'all? But look, way up here, you guys, we're going to get a nice bag. We're going to swap over. Definitely leave something in the moon bag. But this next lick is going to be a decent one. Know what I mean? We know how to run it up. We know how to run it up. If you don't know how to run it up, we're going to go over it right now. Like, you feel me? If you stayed so far, now I'm going to show you how to, once you get the money, how to keep the money. You feel me? And make it bubble. I'll tell you that. So you got to go over to X. Got to go over to X. You got to go follow the blacksmith. His name is Zach Humphreys. You go to XTalgo. Should take you to another page. Give it a follow, because this is the AI trading glitch. I know I changed the name, but you feel me? XTalgo is fine also. But without further ado, you got some pricing, right? You got to go to the pricing. The pricing is great. Go for whichever one you want. Go for whichever one you want. You feel me? Whatever works for you. Now, once you get this joint, right? Once you get this joint, it's really simple. Once you, mind you, every time you put the AI trading glitch on something, always be mindful of liquidity. Be mindful of liquidity and market cap. You don't want to get stuck. You feel me? But without that being said, you always want to wait for a momentum down. The reason you want to wait for a momentum down is because you know that people left. You always want to come into the party when people leave. You want to shop when there's no one in the store. You want to go to the movie theaters when there's no one in there. That's when you want to go. You wait for a possible retracement up. Don't jump the gun. Always wait for that possible retracement up. I know it might not come within the next 5 minutes, whatever, but just hold your horses. It should be there in, like, however long it get there. But once this John turn over, it's going to be worthwhile. You get that momentum up, you secure the trade, you go back over to a stable token. We're talking real money. We're not talking about like no $2,000, couple $100, whatever your investment in. We're talking about that times like 20. You feel me? We're talking real money. Once that lump sum of money goes up, let's just say 10%, you go over, you swap it to a stable token. You swap it to a stable token, which would be either Tether or USDT. Both are fine. I want y'all to get comfortable with using USDC in Tether, because level 3, the swordsman, he actually made it compatible to put the software on TradingView, because you're going to be reading vector candles. If you know, you know. I can't really explain what vector candles are, but they really help. So yeah, USDC or Tether. It's 1-for-1. If you put $1 million there on a Monday, you could take it out on a Tuesday, and you ain't got to worry about no bank, signing no papers, or talking to nobody in the morning. It's just there. And for real, this is cleaner. You feel me? We're going to get to a place in time when if you're giving someone money, they're going to think you're gross. Send me some crypto. Like, it's going to be the new thing. Like, it's not, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not going to cast the old system away. I'm pretty sure they're going to spruce it up and make it livable. You know what I mean? Because Donald Trump already signed the, Bitcoin reserve. It's only a matter of time before they actually start like using, getting some type of way to accumulate Bitcoin. I'm thinking through property. I'm thinking, look, check it. You use Bitcoin to purchase a property. That way, everyone trusts Bitcoin in the Bitcoin network. Now, granted, multiple people could, probably hold the property at the same time without even knowing each other. They pretty much get half the, that rent split down. They just want some type of residual income. You feel me? Now, say, one person leave, I guess the bank would be, tethered to Bitcoin in some type of way, but they use their Bitcoin to buy that other half of the property. Now they're receiving that income, replacing that person that, left, that, just wanted to, take their money and just leave. You feel me? It could work like that. Every house is, pretty much, you could buy a piece of it through Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Everyone can have a piece of the pie because, we're running out of land. Like we're going to start building cities in a straight line. Like that should tell you something. But you know what I know? I'm just a commoner. But yeah, go look at Tether. Go look at Tether. Same thing, 1-for-1. 1-for-1. You always wait for that momentum up. You feel me? Sometimes it's not always pretty like that. Sometimes a little choppy. You feel me? But look, possible retracement down. And then you got that momentum down. Momentum up. If I would have seen a momentum up like that, if I got the spare change, throw it on there. It's about to come really fast. Momentum down. Like, look at that momentum down. Look, it got tricky. Look. Momentum down, went up, and then came down. And then you got the possible retracement up. It went up, then came down. But you still got that momentum up. You feel me? Hopefully you get familiar with the cryptos that you're watching, that you got on your watch list. And when I'm talking about the mountain, climbing the mountain to beat the swordsman, I'm talking about Trader's Reality. You hear me? Real rap. Go to his go to his go to his webpage. You know, once you got the free time to really, lock in, go take one of his courses. You already know. You already know. I'm going for the start learning. It's free.com. John busting out the bando. People are looking at this John like, listen, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit, you guys. Going to be able to learn and start getting this John right, like real rap. And he's going to be teaching you vector candles, the vector candles. You feel me? It's a part of the hybrid system. Once you understand that, you're going to be able to take that down. Take that. You like, let's say the vector candles is on a like one of those piece of papers that you could like put on the projector that you could draw on, like pretty much that like that is what it is. But you'll be able to put that on the trading view charts and use it to trade. You feel me? If that makes sense, because you're going to need it, because it signals certain. It's hard to explain, but once you see it, you'll be able to paint it for you'll be able to paint the picture. But some things just, I don't know, that's muscle memory. You know what I mean? And I'm not that good to explain it yet, but definitely a good learn. I only watched 30 seconds. Like, you feel me? I was like, oh man, I gotta really lock in. I don't got time for this right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stick with my game plan. But once I get that free time I'm looking for, I'm gonna lock in. But yeah, but yeah, back to the charts though. Back to the charts though. We're about to go look at ETH. We're gonna look at ETH now, because I need to see some. The infinite. So we got Ethereum up 8% on the day. That's not really what I'm looking for. Are we having a move like this while still being oversold? Are we still oversold? That's what I want to know. Put that baby on a month. Stock regular. Oh yeah, we still oversold, baby. We still oversold, y'all. Oh yeah, this is nothing. Everything's checking out. Yeah, everything lining up. Damn. Yeah, bloodline secured. We got this in the bag. I mean, but we been do this. We're just getting like a little antsy. Like, we had the compass for like, we had one half of the compass for a while. All we had was the Bitcoin half, and then we found the other half. And sometimes, the truth hurts sometimes. Sometimes the truth hurts, but I mean, we know where we have to go. We know where we have to go. It's not it's not the end of the world, you guys. You know, I'm glad they spared y'all. Like, they ain't fight each other. Like, Biden was trying to start a world war. Clearly. Like, sheesh. I was gonna lock in regardless. We survive over here. Like, we don't die, we multiply. Like, then but now we gonna be good. Like, nah, I mean, it sounds like the start of a beautiful story, and this is only the beginning. Like he ain't like Trump ain't take half his term to get to fix some shit, man. The mortals in them, they just want their $5,000 checks. I keep on hearing $5,000 checks. I am not worrying about no nickel. I am not worried about no nickel. Shit, man. It's looking good though, you guys. But yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see it. We about to cross bullish on the stock or on the regular RSI. We about to catch the bears. Y'all see it. And we already caught the bears in oversold territory, you guys. And we already put a candle like this. We're putting in move, like y'all seen the move that we put in today. People excited. I'm cool. Cause whatever happened, I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be nothing that we are like. Do y'all realize there's no one here man, there's no one here in crypto. It's only us. It's only us. It's no one else. The world about to change, y'all. And we finally get to be at the top of that shit. Finally. Like, cool. I'm gonna be in the cut. I'm gonna be in the cut. Life is gonna be groovy. Mind my business. Like I've been doing. Shit. But I ain't missing this time. Shit. I remember. Once I found the compass, I was devastated. I was devastated. I was like, I bought in 2021. Like, oh yeah, like everyone is so happy. I came in 2021. So what? I can understand if you said you came in 2020. Now that's different. That's a different type of story. This joint need to get off my screen. There it is. Yeah. Like 2020. Like that's what we're doing right now. We're doing stuff like this. Like we're doing stuff like this. we going through. No one is ever through the hell. They went off the Richter scale. No. Oh, that's why they're so rich right now. Oh my God. Yo. Now that's what I call buying the red to get ahead, baby. Yo. That's they went off the charts. Who bought that? Who bought that? This is Ether, by the way, but who bought that? Wow. But Ethereum was cheap, man. $1.50, like $300. Oh man. Let me see down there though. I can't even see it. Curses. Either way, like that's what we're doing right now. We're putting in all types of hell. Like we got our own hell. We got our own hell to face, y'all. It is what it is. But we're all going to be evidently. Yo, we all in the same boat. We all gonna make this shit work. All right, foot on neck, man. Foot on neck, man. Head on head on a swivel. Buy the red to get ahead, y'all. We all got shit to take care of. We all got shit to conquer, man. We all got shit we want to build. We gonna make it happen. If this ain't motivation, I don't know what is. Nah, I mean, gonna get this money yun and have some fun yun. And no one could feel bad for not being a part of it because you was warned. You can't say the president of the United States created a Bitcoin reserve and you decided not to even buy Bitcoin. I mean, granted, okay, you ain't come down all the way, down the rabbit hole. All right, cool, but you at least could have bought some Bitcoin and really took it serious. But remember what happens to an animal that can evolve. Remember that. But man, listen, we ain't here for no reason. I'll tell you that. You watching this video, you ain't here for no reason. $24 in the chat. What's the word, y'all? What's the word, man? I only got my chat up. Some psychopath bought those prices. Funny as hell. I guess I'm crazy as batshit, huh? Visuals, what's the word, G? Y'all might like these. Check Lofi and Yeti, Jerry the Turtle, Pepe. I heard about Pepe, the Chinese Pepe, yeah. The red one. Pink Link, Node AI, Griffin. Man, y'all, you already know I'm locked in Elon, man. I got Sui and Elon and Trump. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to get some Sui bees, man. I want to get some Sui bees, man. Sit back in the meantime, no. Metaphor, what's the word? The charts don't scare me, but my car does. Sometimes I don't know if I'm having a seizure or an initial car going bad. Oh man. Oh man. You think you could survive like a couple more months? September tops? You just gotta survive, man. If visuals, yo, 3 zeros is definitely possible, yo. I ain't gonna hold you. At this point, it's possible. But I need to see 2 zeros vanish after we break these local highs at least for me to for me to even contemplate 3 zeros. I ain't gonna hold you. ETH great. Yo, I get it. This is pockets. Right off exactly. Wow. Someone talking about saying, oh, why? You trying to? I was gonna. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. Bear it off. Never know. Bear it off. Me, I'm gonna start just. I'm just gonna start flipping mine. Like I'm gonna start flipping mine. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave a little to keep on going. EVG. What's the word? What's the word? Damn. Larry, what's the word? You wet? What's the word? Pain, yo. Wisdom. Yo, what's the word? What exchange like what you go on like MetaMask, Uniswap? Like which one? Pug. Look at that John real quick. Nah, I ain't even going to go to Dex Scanner. Cause that John be acting funny. Asking for wallets now. Which one is it? Which color? The pink one? Voyage Code. Yo, man. Why ain't you making no more videos, man? Shit. Miss your videos, man. I miss your content, man. Everyone go follow. Just everyone go leave the video and go follow Voyage Code. He be dropping some fire, yo. He be dropping some fire, Elon. I'm glad you're on the team, bro. But definitely go follow Voyage Code, bro. We gonna make it out this. We gonna make it out this John, yo. You hear me? We gonna make it out this John. You be getting me fired up. I'll be like, he is smart as fuck. I'll be like, I need to turn up. Fuck. Man, you deserve it, bro. You out here fighting with me. I know talent when I see it. You nice, man. We going It's gonna take a while. We gonna get our glory. Keep fighting with me, brother. Keep fighting with me. A little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. A couple more months. I know this shit hurts, bro. This shit hurts. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why not, man? Why not? Give me some pointers on this editing shit, man. That should be cool. How you be phasing in that shit. That should be cool, bro. No one can get. No one can get it on Phantom Wallet. Phantom Wallet. Probably, but Duet probably. I don't know. I can't predict the future, but it's different this time. It's different this time. Like, we could possibly make like we're going to make money, but we could possibly make real big money. We're on Forbes, yo. We're on Forbes, yo. And Elon is giving tech to Saudi Arabia. I'm pretty sure they seeded. I'm pretty sure they seeded symbol, yo. And we put in big moves this year. We put in big moves this year. Like we ain't really lagging behind. We put a big move early in the year, and now we're putting in big moves climbing with Ethereum. So it's not like, we ain't like out the water. We're just still at that early phase right now. We're still at that early phase. But it's like we're at the early phase, but we're at the end of the cycle. It's weird. I ain't gonna hold you. It looks sketchy. It has two key value. Just like that. Profits, you lie. I'm broke, man. You ain't broke, profits. Say nah, we all different types of broke. We all different types of broke. Broke on different levels. It's crazy. Shit's goofy. But it's alright though. The new era will lead. We will lead this John to glory. Because we all on the same page. And on the same trading routes. Yeah. Oh man. We just waiting. We're literally just waiting, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. We're really just waiting. Yeah, I seen that goofy shit. I was so upset. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because that's some guilty by association type shit. Real rap. Been in this man, been in this man's live feed. He was like, "Oh yeah, move out with the shit." The fuck that? You ain't getting me. Like no, no. We gonna do this shit the hard way and the good way with honor and dignity and integrity and more honor and money. A whole lot of money. You know the best thing about being in the market for so long is your original goal was to get a couple thousand and go back to work. But once you get the real picture and you survive the bear market and the accumulations, you realize you really don't have to spend so much of your life energy. making pennies on the dollar when you really could be spending that on yourself and with your family. Some people want to go make a business. I'm keeping it a bean. There's no business that's ever going to beat Bitcoin. There's nothing that beats Bitcoin. So, nothing. There's nothing that's going to have the same growth. Nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. And I try to win in the system when it doesn't matter how hard I work. I'm gonna get real tired one day. That shit scared me. Cause I gotta use my body to work. You feel me? So I'm keep it a bean. I'm locked in until further notice. I mean, your kids love you for, who you are. Granted, cool, but it's going to get bad later. What if our regime gets voted out? Like we got so much going on right now. Like after this, I need JD Vance 2 terms. I need Eric for 2 terms. And I need Barron right after that. If y'all got a problem with his age, y'all can all kick rocks. I don't trust you people, but I trust the Trump bloodline and everything that come with him. Because before he left, I got this house. So we locked in. We're locked in. Y'all call it a pandemic, I call it an escape. It's always a money shift. You just gotta see it. But I'm not if I would have put something like that on YouTube, I probably would have died. So this time I get to share with y'all what's going on without fear. Because I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, if at this time, listen. Listen. Thank Trump. Thank Trump. Thank Trump, Because we need it. Because we need this. We all need this. We all need this. So let's all continue to play our role, be humble and grateful for a good king to lead us to victory. Finally. Just gotta lock in a couple more months. Couple more butts. Man, thanks you guys. But look, I'm about to get out this joint. I love y'all, man. Another one in the books. Free to real. Until next time, it's your boy, man. Moonbound Crypto. I'm out this joint.